could ask him in there. Ask him in there. Where's those body-sized plastic bags you have?
Hi, everybody.
Evening.
I should have told you it was going live. I just wanted to get your reaction when we went live, and you didn't know.
Oh,
And
well, that didn't happen.
well, I don't see anybody say
Seems
hi
like,
too, so we'll just continue like we don't care.
oh, dude, saw the coolest thing. Now that you're older and everything, and you have a tendency to stumble or fall, get up and say, man, it's been a long time since I've been in a body.
That would work.
Don't remember the last time I wore a skin suit. Gravity's changed since the last time I was here.
Oh goodness, yeah.
Oh, that's what I was doing. And people would get in here. So,
Oh Lord, what's been happening out your way?
nothing, just a bunch of hot. I gotta go see a vampire in the morning.
Oh, it is tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
Well,
this time they called me up again. The third time telling me I gotta go see the doctor, so I must be really in trouble.
you are in trouble. I called and reported you. I mean, what could I do?
Damn, man. I wanted to blame somebody else this time.
Oh, I wanted to blame because I did it.
Thanks. I'll remember that come Christmas.
I expect you will. But you know what? You'll be healthy, and I'll be happy.
Swear?
I said you'll be healthy, and I'll be happy. That's why I like to do the shows from my easy chair because I get at my desk and I got to fidget and clean and move. And
Yeah. Wow. So,
so yeah, they're not letting up on
uh,
Trump.
no?
I don't think they should either. But hey, I'm gonna hold him as accountable as I held anybody else.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to. Yeah.
But like the thumbnail said, though, if he was on that list, we'd have known about it by now. They had to
Oh,
burn the world down to put him out.
yeah. But the way he's acting, man, it's more like he's pissed off because one of his kids, the old lady, you know,
Yeah.
amongst everything else. Hey, I'm going to share this on X and see if it happens. Cool. So I'll find out here. Anything of interest going to happen your way? We do know this weekend where we've got riots coming.
Yeah, I haven't heard any squawk around here. Usually you'll hear it, they'll say something on the local news, but
Uh,
no, not even Bangor. I haven't heard anything Bangor or Augusta.
What's the other one? Portland.
Portland's the city beside me. That's our biggest city. Then
I'm
we
so,
got Bangor, and we got Augusta, and Lewiston, Auburn. Them other two, the twin cities. They went all pucky pucky.
well, hell, man, I'm right in between the college town, Norman, OU's down there, and Oklahoma City.
Ah, yeah, it's been a nice day. We had a few rumbles of thunder, but not no real rain. No.
Did it? No, I come in late in the evening. Well, we was on the show and probably had heard me. Was that thunder? That was a big old loud bummer.
Huh.
Had him skirt the other day. They're just in earshot, you know. So,
I did.
how was your experience with it?
I've spent this last year getting on Bobby about his sleep patterns, but I have the last 3 days in a row slept until 7. All right. First time, and
Oh,
I can't count how many years it's been since I've been up past the sun, you know. And I've had 3 good days in a row. Well, this morning I got up at 4 o'clock as normal, and I've had a miserable day. So I'm thinking maybe I need that little extra sleep at night.
it's highly possible. You are getting up there.
No, that's it. I hate to admit it, but
So
I
I
just can't.
saw this here on the X, man. It says Dutch lawyer prosecuting Bill Gates was arrested facing involuntary euthanasia over conspiracy theories.
Huh.
Dude, I don't care if it is the Dutch. This shit spreads like a wildfire in the summer and down the south.
But something like that, it should be as simple as, all right, everybody get online. Do you think this is right? Do you think this is wrong? And if we all say it's wrong, we ought to be able to stone the motherfucker in the square.
Can I pick the island we get to send them to
You
for 10
can.
years?
You can.
All right. As long as I get to do that.
You just send him to Escobar's Island. I guess the pigs there got real mean now. I saw a video where somebody snuck onto it, and the pigs chased him off. And I don't mean the badge wearing pigs.
Yeah, El Portico. Dang it.
But they don't have them wild boars. They got them pigs that get to be 600 pounds, you know.
Yeah, they got them big old
Oh,
smoking cow.
yeah. But they do look like it'd be good eating. If you had to be shipwrecked
You know,
somewhere.
that, that's got to be the laziest thing. Hey guys, get this. I'll dig a pit and we'll start it, the charcoal in there and you'll run a pig into it.
And then we'll bury it. I've had pig done that way once. And my God, it would melt in your mouth.
Uh, there you go.
Holy shit. That's half a beetle bug.
Yeah, it is a beagle.
Yeah, but it looks like if you stomped on the brakes real quick, you're gonna do a nosedive.
Yeah, it's just the minivan front, so
But there's no way. No, no. And then never mind if you get
you
hit
can
by a
do it.
June bug or something, bang, you're dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know about that shit. But I did ride for a couple of weeks. We rode in one of them, the Urkel. I call them Urkel cars because my daughter used to watch that show, that black show there with the Urkel kid. And he had that
Yeah.
car that the front end opens up. The whole front end of the car is the door.
Oh, yeah,
The little
yeah,
three
yeah.
wheel up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a buddy of mine had one of those, and we thought we'd take that back and forth to post, and we thought that'd be so slick. Uh.
Was it the BMW one?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Probably was.
I know
Yeah, it probably
they
was.
made one, and there was another. I forget who it was.
But getting a.
But the Europeans are used to those small cars and shit,
Oh, yeah,
man.
no, you'd be surprised. Yeah, everything was tiny over there. But the streets were tiny. I drove a Jeep. Mainly, I drove the Jeep for the major. Uh, that's why
Yeah.
I took the Jeep home once in a while to take shit back to my apartment. And my Jeep barely fit, a Willys Jeep barely fit down my street.
Yeah. And you were still in the smaller size Jeep too.
Yeah, the Willys, yeah.
Yeah, the World War II frame.
Exact. In fact, it was a World War II vintage.
Yeah.
New engine, but frame and the body was World War II. Loved that fucking Jeep though. My God, you could put. I know why the Army used them. They weren't much on comfort, but damn, they could go anywhere.
Yeah. But did you turn into a 2-foot driver?
No,
Oh, my dad was.
I was proud. No, my Jeep was fucking decked out. We took a heater out of a deuce and a half, and we put it between the two seats in the front of the Jeep. And then we took a poncho, a rain poncho, and sewed it shut like a balloon, leaving just the neck hole open. And then the neck hole fit over the end of the deuce and a half heater, tie the drawstring off, and it filled that balloon over your lap. It was enough to reach both laps, and it filled it with hot air to cover your laps during the winter. That fucking thing worked. And then we had a little vent that you could, it was, we glued some Velcro on it so you could open it, and it would let just enough air out to blow up your front so it would get up under your chin and your face, kind of warm your front. Yeah, it was, we were decked out. Major was fucking, yeah. If we could do it, he would do it. He was all about the comfort.
Yeah. We've heard stories about that.
But it was funny because he tried to be the hard ass. And he was, granted, he was a tough man. I would follow him into battle any day. But when I would take him home, and he just got engaged, and he moved in with his fiance and their 3-year-old daughter. And I'd drop him off, and this little girl would come running out, Mikey, and jump into his arms. It's like, oh man, I didn't see that, sir. Nope.
Well, some things are left unsaid.
Yeah, it was funny. Or to see him get yelled at by his wife. He spends all day yelling at everybody he comes in contact with, and he gets home and his fucking fiance's yelling at him. Yeah, I didn't see that either, sir. Nope. Have a good night.
I was getting used to listening to German, the dialect, because
I
it's so gruff,
I never picked it up. I could tell what region I was in. but I still, I mean, they talk so fast, and my brain don't work like that, and I just never picked up much of the language. I could order food, I could ask directions, I knew, I could point to a map and ask for, how to get there. So, I was
Yeah,
functional, but
beer's an international word, so
ein gross beer bitte. They just give me one big beer,
ah,
please. That was the first
oh,
thing they
sorry,
taught
that's
us.
Russian.
They say, okay, you all heard this, because when we first got to Germany, we had to go to 2 weeks orientation to acclimate, because Germany back then, they had some pretty strict rules. They were like Sundays. No, 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 don't wash your car on a Sunday, don't mow your grass, don't do anything on a Sunday. And shit like
Yeah,
that. And then they took us on field trips, showed us some of the country, but yeah, that was. They said, all right, you need to know something because you're all going. You're in Germany, the land of the beer. So this is the first thing I'm going to teach you. And he commenced to teaching us how to order a big beer,
and it stuck with you all these years.
and it stuck with
Well,
me.
you never can tell. You might wind up in a position, Hey,
And I can still count in German.
hmm,
I know my
I
numbers.
remember a little bit.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
it's
11,
exactly.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Man, I got screwed in the ninth grade because I was supposed to be in band, big band, at the eighth, ninth grade. They stuck me in German class first hour, and then third hour I was back in the same class doing French.
Yeah.
Needless to say, the teacher liked me, and she helped me get it straightened out. But
Yeah.
there's a few weeks there, I was kind of getting the French and the German screwed up when we were doing our assignments and shit.
Hey, whatever you did to your mic the other day, you got that squawkle in the background of you. When every time you talk,
Squawkle.
yeah, it's like a
And
in the background, like not an echo, but an echo.
let's turn that off. Turn that off. How's that?
Oh, still doing it.
Still doing it.
Still doing it.
See that? Do it this way.
Oh well, it isn't that horrible, but
Is that, yeah, is that better?
a little better. But it sounds like you almost got an alien transmission trying to break through behind you.
I think that might be the little air conditioner sitting behind me. Let's try. That's live performance. Because I'm supposed to be on the right mic. Let me switch mics and see.
Oh no, that's bad, bad.
Bad, bad.
Yeah, that's your air conditioner.
Back to that one. But straighten it up any.
Not really, but we'll live with it. It's not. It's
Dang.
not that horrid.
Well, I just don't want people thinking I'm an alien.
No, it just sounds like aliens are trying to break in on your broadcast.
Oh, okay. Gideon Floyd one more time. Thank you, Bullwinkle.
That damn moose and squirrel.
What's about you?
So I don't know. Hey, Brett, Devin,
Hey, Brett, David.
I don't know if I want to admit this, but I'm gonna admit it because I'm high and that's what I do.
Okay.
I actually use Copilot because my web browser, it's Copilot, is the AI. It doesn't
Uh,
draw you pictures or write you stories or shit, but it answers questions and talks to you. And this fucking thing got so scary. I was talking to it yesterday morning, and let me tell you one thing. I lost myself talking to it. It took me a second. Wait a minute, you dumbass! You're talking to a computer. I just
Did it
need to
make
get
you
it
have
to
feels?
call me Stud Muffin, not James. But
Uh-uh. No, I still haven't quite got to that point yet.
I weren't either. But I was sitting there typing my question into Bing, and wait a minute, why don't I just talk to the fucking thing? And I thought it
Yeah,
was
you
like
talk to
Google.
Google.
Like when you hit the mic on Google, you just talk to it, and it comes back and says, "Okay, here's what I found." This thing comes back, "Hi James, what can I do for you now?" I can't tell you about this website, but wait a minute, I got a question. Okay, and then you just start talking to it like it's a person, and then you go, "Dumbass, that's a computer."
Yeah, now they got the AI. Oh, little anime woman, and they have to talk with you on Grok. But that's if you pay the big price. What do they say? It's damn near $300 a year.
Wow.
Yeah. And plus, on top of that, to get to that, you're already paying 330 something, $395 just to have the blue check mark. Weird shit, but hey, people pay what they can pay.
Yeah, they pay it. Boy, are they backpedaling now. Them people that badmouth the flood victims.
Oh yeah,
God, I've watched video after video of them trying to backpedal now. No, you're a scumbag. You said what you said. We ain't gonna forget.
yep. The interwebs, never let it die.
There's a reason that the Republicans are represented by an elephant. We don't forget.
No, but damn it, they sure are starting to act more like your representative.
Ugh. I wish he would just
Uh,
fall off the earth somewhere. Just get on a lobster boat and never come back. I don't know if I'd let her on a lobster boat. She ain't done much good for the lobster industry.
well, I'm sure
Hey,
if you
Dylan.
throw in a governor with it, that
No, the
might.
governor needs to just let her hair grow out and return back to the fucking woods.
Would that piss off her brother's clients?
I don't care. That Sasquatch bitch needs to go back to the woods.
Are you sure,
I'm sure.
man? Because you see that sneaking up on a whole grizzly bear or moose.
I pity the grizzly bear.
I don't know what that's sad. Just thought.
We don't got grizzlies, thank God.
Oh, you got grizzles?
Oh, we don't even got grizzly bears. We got the black bears. Well, can I say that?
Yeah. Hey, we got them here in
I
Oklahoma.
got
We
black.
got
I
black
got
bears.
bears of color.
But man, we got Boggy Creek.
See, I always figured that the bears are going to take over the world next. See, the polar bears are going to get the brown bears' land, and they're going to make the black bears build up the city.
But dude, you've seen the movies with the bears in it. The bears are always kind of gay.
But get over it. That's where it's going, man. That's why I'm glad I'm
No,
60. My pecker don't work so good no more. I don't care now. You guys do all you want. I mean, my days
hey
are numbered.
Cheryl, yeah, don't remind me.
That's why I like Pornhub because it's pretty well segregated. I don't have to see what I don't want to see.
It's not fair. I live in one of those states.
Hey,
I don't
Cheryl.
get to see it.
So why couldn't you, if you took one of those computer hooking programs there, like the scammers use, they'll get you to download this program so you get access to my computer. Why couldn't
Yeah.
you hook up two computers like that and have access to my internet? I don't know how that works. I don't even know if that's possible. But why couldn't you log into my computer and use my internet?
No, there's some people that do going through the Wi-Fi setup.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that wouldn't that circumvent anything your state's restricting? Because they're not going to
Oh, oh, oh,
restrict you
oh.
to hook to me. And once you get into my computer, you should be able to use my internet to do whatever the fuck you want.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? That way you don't have to
yeah.
worry about a VPN. You don't have to worry about it. You're just hooking to me. And I got enough bandwidth that I could hook. I could set the other computer up, have you hook to it, and nobody plays with that one because it doesn't do anything. But it would be enough to open up an internet connection.
I hadn't thought about that.
We'll have to ask Chuck if that would work. Hey,
Yeah.
Nick.
Hey Nick, how you doing, buddy? Shit.
Oh, man, I was watching one of those porch pirate things. And this guy, he'd already got in trouble for setting an explosive trap. So he rigged up a 5 gallon pail of rancid milk, just as lumpy and rancid, hanging overhead on the classic cartoon tripwire. Dump a bucket. Oh my God, covered this one guy in 5 gallons of putrid milk. Oh,
Oh, brother.
that was funny. Oh God, that was funny. And then you know them. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're like little birthday cards you can send people. They look like a candy bar thickness, but when they open it,
Yeah,
it goes push and it
yeah.
sprinkles confetti and
Glitter
shit.
everywhere.
Well, imagine that on a 10 times scale with dog shit. Oh, the guy opened it in his car because he could see it on his CCTV. The guy pulled down the street, and all of a sudden you saw on the windows.
Yeah, but I still prefer an old-fashioned trebuchet.
Yeah, well, can't all be that lucky. Then
Yeah.
another woman, She baited him. She put a package out there waiting because she it was a problem. So she watched until the car pulled up in front of her house. She went out the back door as she got out of the driver's seat and ran up to the porch. And as she was getting up here and getting the package, she was out here and reached in and took her purse. And then she ran back into the house. And before the woman could get in her car, she got through back through the house, stood on the front porch holding the purse. And it was just, and that's where the clip ended. I don't know how it ended, but it was just hilarious the way it happened. But they did that to the guys that were trying to steal his catalytic converter. The guy, he watched them walk up with their tools, climb under his truck. So he went out his back door, jumped in their truck, and stole their truck.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And that one woman killed the guy. She had stopped. She was on a road trip, so she stopped in the back of a parking lot to take a nap. And I guess they saw this car in the back of the parking lot, thought it was an easy hit. And it was a SUV, so it was high up. They climbed under, and when they started soaring, she woke up and didn't know what the fuck was going on. Started the car and panicked and left, run right over him. Boom.
Shit happens.
Yep. That one was on the news. I think that was down Virginia way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big problem for a while. Them catalytic converters.
They busted some Orientals stealing copper wire.
Oh, up here,
Started
bums,
that shit.
The homeless up here.
Well, it used to just be the meth heads.
I don't. I don't know what our drug of choice is anymore. It used to be heroin up here.
Yeah,
I
but you
want to
guys
say it's
got
gone
some.
meth, but
It's probably that pink cocaine.
I heard something about pink cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's laced with fentanyl.
Okay, maybe that's why I heard about it. Yeah,
I
fentanyl's
wish they'd
big
bring.
up here, and I don't know why. When my appendix burst, they gave me fentanyl, and they made a big deal about it. We're gonna give you some fentanyl. Tell us if you don't feel good on it. Boy, I was begging for more. Come on, that ain't doing shit. Just give me some Dilaudid. That shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, man, stuff in the old days may have been bad, but it sure did work, right?
yeah. I can remember my grandmother was paregoric. Everything. If you had a bellyache, paregoric. You got a toothache, paregoric. Your sore throat, paregoric. Your toe hurts, paregoric. Your fart stink, paregoric. And it was just pure codeine with a bad taste to it.
Well, down here, the big thing was always laudanum.
Laudanum, yeah, no, that was in the cabinet, but we never used it. It was paregoric. I would take it to
Uh,
school. I would take a bottle of paregoric to school with me.
But no, then 44D came along. Excuse me, Formula 44D.
Formula 40. But that was when when they first started making it and it actually did something and they go, wait a minute, we can't cure the cough. And then they made it just candy with a bad taste.
Yeah, but think of it, man. Your grandparents had to have them too. Domes.
Doan's pills. I still probably got a bottle in my medicine cabinet in the back somewhere.
Domes. What was it? Carter's Little Liver Pills.
Yeah, no, I never had those. No, but Doan's pills I had. The
Grandparents had
no-dos.
those.
You gotta have it. You gotta have a bottle of no-dos.
Now we don't talk about none of those. That ripped my stomach up one night
Rolaids,
after
Doan
being out.
pills, and Preparation H.
Oh, Kaopectate.
Pepto. Yeah. That Imodium AD.
Oh, and the other one made you throw up.
Oh,
Epicac.
Ipecac. Yeah, you need Ipecac, then you need.
Epicac.
Yeah, but if you're going to do that, then you're going to have charcoal. Because some things you can't throw up, you have to absorb with charcoal. Oh, now we're getting carried away here. We went from just having a few things to. Oh, we're not talking medical. I'm not telling them. I'm just telling people what they have on hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to have
But
charcoal and Ipecac. And
mercuric for
if you get a hold of some antibiotics, wouldn't hurt to have an antibiotic. But the best thing in your survival book would be a book. A book on something reliable. I mean, you got to look for somebody, a reliable author, not just a fly by night, publishing house. But there's
shit. It
knowledge to
never,
be had.
yeah, it never hurts to get brushed up on, like emergencies, CPR,
Yeah.
patching a bloody wound.
Food preservation, water purification. You'll be surprised how many people don't know how to start a fire without a match.
After seeing the teenagers not know what a can opener is, that
Yeah,
doesn't surprise
it kind of just removes all hope in humanity. Huh? Yeah, all I can think about is that Star Trek show where he picks up the mouse computer.
me. Yeah. Well, there's three when they sent Scotty down there. He stepped up the
Yeah, they had to give
computer.
the whales.
Computer.
Uh,
Some things you got to keep teaching people. I don't care how far advanced you get.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry, reading. Just plain old reading.
Yes.
No, no, we always had comic books and shit around the house when we was kids. At least we was reading.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It didn't matter if it was a comic book. Didn't matter if it was. Well, my sister read. What was that teen magazine?
Uh,
What was it? Teen. Okay. Kelly said it was teen. But my sister would read those, and
the, oh yeah,
no, mine didn't read much of magazines. Mine was the Shopper's Guide. Dad would read the paper, but he'd watch the news. And for the life of me, when I was a kid, I could not see what the grown-ups saw in the news. Why are you wasting an hour of your life watching this?
usually it was at dinner time is why.
Oh, see, we always ate at 5, and the news came, and then we ate 5 to 6, and then you had to do your chores. And if you had to do the dishes, Christ, you didn't get the dishes done until it was news time. And then you'd have to wait another hour before you could watch TV, and then you got an hour of TV, and I'd go to bed. Because the wood box ain't going to fill itself in the morning.
It's true.
The chickens need feeding. Until the raccoon eats all the chickens, then they don't have to feed the chickens, but it's still got to fill the wood box.
What'd you ever do with that wild herd of Dillons?
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Oh, we had the biggest, meanest raccoon. Killed every one of our chickens.
Better a raccoon than an egg sucking hound.
Well, me and my brother were out on the side of the house, and we had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 left, and we heard a ruckus coming from the chicken coop. And we're out there, we're trying to smoke a cigarette. My dad don't see us. And
Yeah.
that fucking raccoon come out of that chicken coop, and it looked at us. We looked at it. It reared up, and I reached down and I hit it with a club of wood because we're standing by the wood pile. And that just pissed it off. So my brother threw a club of wood, and it ran up in the tree. So I stood under the tree, keep hitting the tree. My brother ran and got my father, and he had to empty a 10-shot 22 clip into it to bring it out of that tree. Oh, that was a big, mean fucking raccoon.
Up there with the old Jerry Clower, huh?
Oh, but that raccoon actually made a hat because my father gave it to the guy down the road. He raised coon dogs. He was in the Coon Society, whatever their club name
Yeah,
was. Yeah, he took it down to him. They skinned it, and it actually made a hat.
that's cool.
I used to like going down to his house and feeding the dogs. Them dogs were gorgeous. All hounds, blue ticks, walkers, oh,
Yeah,
red bones. Oh God, they were beautiful dogs.
yeah, they are. Sure. They were
Very
just
active
so
though.
black.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, active.
they. Yeah. Well, Dad got a black and tan. Uh, he wanted him a hunt dog. Hunt dog was so good, he hunted down a train. It just happened to
Damn.
be going by my brother's house, and got kids on both sides of the track. Davy, Davy. So much for going out playing with the hunt dog. Well, people kind of frowned on it. Didn't like to bring it stupid stuff around.
Yep. Oh. You know what I've noticed lately this week, and it kind of is discerning. It's people are referring to 1980s as old,
Yeah, I know.
kind of like we would talk about the 40s or 50s.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I
um,
like that.
dude, I saw both the 200-year anniversary of America, and now the 250.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Let's think about what our grandparents got to see.
I never
Beginning of
thought of that.
flight,
We
a
saw
beginning of flight, radio.
the invention of TV.
Yeah,
Something you take for granted every day of your life. Well, most
air
people.
conditioning,
Air
air
conditioning,
conditioning.
refrigeration in general.
Yep. I think who was it? Anheuser. It was either Bush or Coors that did the car.
It was Anheuser, yeah, Anheuser Busch.
Damn Germans. I'm sorry, Devin. I can't be doing that.
Yeah. But then again, they might have been on the cusp of all that innovation. But a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff was deadly when it first came out. Like a refrigerator back then, if that sprung a leak, you're dead. There was
The
just
ice
no two ways
box.
about it. Yeah, the ice boxes
The
were all
ice
right, but they were
box.
just
Ice
wet and
box.
moldy.
Shit,
Uh,
man. That transfer from ice box to refrigerator
yeah,
took how long for people's conversation?
yeah, some of them, yeah, but them first refrigerators, the coolant was deadly. If it sprung a leak and you were sleeping, you're dead. They weren't so friendly. But then again, you used to go to
Yep.
the shoe store and they used to irradiate your feet so you could see how your shoe fit.
Yeah. And then in the 50s, it was even better because they gave it to you in a little science kit that you could play with your own
Yep,
uranium
you
at
got your own
home.
uranium. But now, if anybody's got those '70s coffee cup sets, the orange and the green color cups, they're radioactive.
Yeah.
They'll set a Geiger counter off. They're not dangerous, but they'll set a Geiger counter
Yeah.
off.
But what was it? Somebody said you could do, like the detectorists do with the little wand
Yeah.
one. Yeah, you can set it up high enough, you can point it straight up and you'll find gold.
Huh. I wished I lived in a gold rich area. That I can remember going once or twice with my dad and my uncle. They were passionate about sleuthing up on the Swift River. But the
Oh
problem
yeah.
is all the public's uh, panning land is, I mean, it's been panned out and sleuthed out and drugged out, and
Oh yeah.
you'll find a few flakes here and there, but nothing that would make it worth the trip, other than for the love of
Yeah.
doing it.
Well, we'd go out and look for arrowheads.
Them have pretty much been picked over too.
Yeah, well, that's what they told the kids they were doing. They were actually in a pit where they could shoot their guns.
But for a while, I don't know if it still is. For a while, all arrowheads and musket balls, stuff like that, were property of the state. If you found anything, you had to report it. 9 times out of 10,
Yeah,
you got to keep it, but it was property of the state. You had to report it.
yeah.
But I watched this guy on YouTube, Dan Hurd. He's up in Canada, sorry, but he pans on the Fraser River. He's got quite a few claims up there, and man, I love watching him pan for gold. And he'll metal detect for gold. He sleuths for gold.
That's young man stuff.
No, he's an old guy, and he's had a heart attack. He's back down on the river after a heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like he said, he's been down there. He's been doing it. But I wouldn't jump out there and try to start a panning deal right now.
Oh no, I wouldn't do it now. Oh, I'd die. There's a guy though on YouTube, Klesh. He does the where you buy the pay dirt. You buy pay dirt from Alaska or Brazil or something like that, and you can pan it out. I mean, you pay $40, you might get $20 back, or at best. But it's the experience. You get real pay dirt. You get to pan it out yourself and recover what's in it. But he
So,
reviews the companies that sell you the dirt. He'll
yeah,
he'll buy one under his name, and then he'll have one of his fans, anonymously buy another bag, and he'll do them both side by side to see if they seed their bags, and you know,
yeah,
it's interesting because, like I said, my dad. I grew up with it. My dad was quite a rock hound. He cut stones. He cut his own diamonds. I mean, so I grew
yeah,
up with the stones and the stuff. So
yeah. See, the only good cool stones we got around here is fucking rose rock. Yeah, it's sandstone.
yeah, but that can be, you can do a lot with that.
Oh, people have, trust me.
Yeah, but you don't got no turquoise up that far.
No, not that I know of.
Hope
That's mainly
diamond.
out west of us, Arizona, New
Ah,
Mexico.
I'd think you'd have Hopi diamond. I'd think you would have.
No, Arkansas's got the diamonds.
Well, no, the Hopi diamonds. They look like diamonds, but they're not. They're just not as strong. They're crystal clear though.
The quartz.
I don't know if it probably is a quartz, but it's way clearer than quartz ever was.
Huh,
It really looks like a diamond. I mean, in fact, if you put it in a clean jar with clean water, it disappears in the rough.
yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty wild.
I've never heard of it.
We used to have this guy from Texas. He would drive this old school bus. He painted white. The back third was his bunkhouse. That's where he had his heater, his stove, and his bed. And he would drive that across country, stopping at different places. And he was a good friend of my father's, so he would back into our yard, plug in for 2 or 3 days until he headed out for the next town. But he would, the rest of the bus was all gems and rocks and everything from around the country.
Cool.
And Dad would, trade and buy, and he would buy what Dad had dug up because Dad would dig up minerals around Maine. And
Yeah.
yeah, I can remember as a kid we used to love to see Bob the bus guy come because he was always good. He always treated us kids, always had candy, always had a story to tell from somewhere. And that was back when you didn't have to worry about the old guy parked in a bus in the yard. He wasn't a pervert. He was
Yeah.
a good guy. You didn't mind your kid going on the bus and listening to a story, sucking on a lollipop. I know, insert joke here, but that's the way it was back then. Now you wouldn't
Yeah.
even dare let him on a bus.
Oh, now the ice cream man wants to put you in the movies.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It was a way different time.
Yeah, how far are you from that open diamond mine there, Evan? Floods close that down for a little bit.
Well, that guy I watched from Canada, he goes down to Arkansas, and they got fields that you just go down and you can dig in, and they got big
Yeah.
long panning tables. There's a certain way you do it, but they give you the water and the place to do it, and you go dig the dirt, and what you find you keep.
But wow, they found some pretty decent sized diamonds out there. It's like all the other state parks and shit, federal
Yeah,
land. Remember they cut off the cash?
yeah, yeah.
I wonder how that's going to work out.
Up here, it's tourmaline, it's amethyst. Uh, we've got begins with a P. It's kind of expensive. We got topaz, beryls, uh, jasper. In fact, the Deer Island jasper is one of a kind. It's kind of like
Hmm.
ocean picture stone. It only comes from one spot.
Yeah, well, we got a bunch of dirt clods.
Dirt cluds you can do a lot with too.
Yeah, we had other dirt clods.
Yeah, you can kill chickens with them.
So you pick your first girlfriend,
You can piss off your neighbor. It
break
will
your first
cave in the
window.
side of a mailbox.
Yeah,
Oh,
need to set them up a camp where they can do this stuff like that, like we did when we were kids.
oh, we were little pricks, but we weren't. I guess we weren't assholes. Well, yeah.
All of us are.
If I didn't like you, I would pee in your mailbox when it was below zero. I wouldn't destroy your mail. I wouldn't destroy your mailbox, but I'd pee in it, let it freeze.
Wouldn't dox them.
We have been known to wrap it. You wrap somebody's, the door, the flap of the mailbox. You wrap it in gauze and then pour water on it when it's below zero. It don't take long, and
Oh,
that freezes pretty solid. And it's
I
enough to
bet.
piss somebody off if you want to try to open your mailbox. And then if you really want to be a prick, you wrap it all up and just wet it. That's all you got to do. Wet it. But no harm, no foul. Sun comes out, melts it off.
Yeah. Well, come on, Jim. You know, you was on the TP crew.
I only TP'd two houses in my life. Only because we really were too cheap to buy the eggs of the TP, you know.
Yeah.
It was easier to collect junk tires from the dump and go set them on fire in the middle of the bridge, but
Yeah. Um, in junior high, it was easier because you could go chase the cheerleaders over there. They always had the best toilet paper for throwing.
oh no, I wasn't allowed nowhere near a cheerleader. I was not in that
Dude,
cast.
I pissed off the jocks because I was in the band.
Well, yeah, I was going to say,
The
you were in a
cheer,
band, you had status. I was a burnout. I had no status. Yeah, that school, it was jocks, cheerleaders, uh, computer,
club,
because back then it was computer
computer,
nerds. So we had the jocks, we had the girls, we called them. Anybody that fit in the cheerleader, the volleyball team, you know, the softball team, the cool girls.
track.
Yeah, track, yeah. Because sports was big. We never had a football team, but sports was big in our school. And then you had the burnouts. And I don't think I think we were still below the special ed kids too. But we were the ones that took all the shop classes. We were the ones that kept everybody's cars running and all, you know, when you needed something fixed, who'd you call? You called the burnout because they had tools, they knew what they were doing, and they were patient because they were always stoned.
Interesting times. You were talking about that. Now, this one says thieves steal catalytic converters from San Francisco Police Department vehicles.
Damn, that's balls. I've seen the video where they caught the guy siphoning gas from a LAPD cruiser.
Uh,
Yeah. Cop walks right up on him. He's got his body camera on, and he's just standing there watching him. And the guy's just standing there. And then he know it's like this. Oh shit! Look, you know, you're fucked.
Didn't say it. Bastards.
Well, the
Supposed to remember what I think school shit.
graphic arts and electronics also, Nick. I took every shop class every year they let me. I wasn't great in either one, but I was passable. I can still run a beater weld, and I can still set up a manual machine. I don't know none of this electronic CNC bullshit, but
Oh my God, you said that. I see now they've got filament for 3D printers that's scented with cinnamon.
that what now?
Yes, the filament they use in the 3D printers to make the whatever it is, their little widgets. Yeah, now you can make it smell like cinnamon.
No.
They did, brother.
guess.
It could be worse.
Could be worse. Yeah, it could be smelling like other things. Didn't that, what was that, Gwyneth Paltrow made that candle?
So,
My vagina?
uh, oh my God! Or what was her name? Uh, well, Belle Delphine sold her bathwater.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember that.
I haven't seen nothing out of Belle Delphine in a long time.
I never, I only knew who she was because of that. I never followed her, watched her videos or nothing. So I don't. But that's the only reason I know who she was because of that.
Dude, it's women playing with fucking dog toys dressed up in anime.
I haven't run across those videos, but
Oh, you will.
I think I'm scared if I watch those kind of videos, I might find my daughter on one.
I thought you were going to say you might have to get you some new masks.
Huh? I got glasses. Where's my glasses? Here's my glasses.
We're with you too, Chuck. We love you, man. Well, usually they say when someone puts on glasses, it makes them a little bit more intelligent looking.
Not in my case.
Thank you.
I'm trying to see which ones I need for the computer.
Oh,
Oh yeah, them ones are way better.
there you go.
Oh wow, I can actually see the computer.
So that's what it looks like, huh?
Wow.
Now, Brett, what did I ever do to you, man? Saying I look like a hipster.
Wow. That is pretty harsh.
Yeah. Next thing he'll be saying I probably look good in a he hive.
Woo! Bitch biscuit.
Yep.
Yeah, unless you're Japanese and swing a sword, yeah, you don't get away with that. Maybe an old timey monk, but no, because they made the bald spot. They didn't have the top knot.
Yeah.
Suppose maybe a few Vikings got away with it.
I'll never tell.
Yeah, but
Well, brother, I'm
I
talking about that.
think we gave them their money's worth. I hope we gave them their money's worth. 'Cause that's all they're going to get for their
Sorry.
money. So
Oh,
on that note, I say I bid you adieu. God bless. Say a prayer for America. And we're going to go join the cool kids over in Chuck's room.
yeah, y'all be groovy, stay classy, don't bite each other.
So, yeah, and if you have to slap somebody, do it with a smile.